Good morning, student. In class 5 history, in my previous video, I was discussing about the Mesolithic age. I discussed about how development of grassland led to domestication of animal, and also I discussed about the partial beginning of a settled life, because when plenty of grasses was available, plenty of animals could be domesticated. So these animals, they lived in a place where grass was available. So in this way, this led to a settled life, beginning of settled life. Then today we will discuss about microlithic tools. So this microlithic consists of two words, micro and lithic. You know the meaning of lithic? Lithic means stone. Okay, you have studied Paleolithic, Mesolithic. So this lithic means stone. Then what does this micro mean? Micro means small. Small stone tools. Did you understand what is microlithic tools? Small stone tools. So stone tools of the Mesolithic age were much smaller and sharper than the Paleolithic stone tools. So the difference between Paleolithic and Mesolithic. First difference is that in the Mesolithic, the tools that was used was much smaller in size. They were very small and they were sharper. Okay, they were very sharp. This was the first difference between the tools that was used between the Paleolithic and the Mesolithic. Did you understand? Then they were therefore called microlithic tools. Why they were called microlithic tools? Because they were much smaller. They were smaller and sharper. So they were called micro, small lithic stone tools. They were generally 1 to 5 centimeter long and included. Now, what were those microlithic tools that was used in the Mesolithic age? They were scrapers, borers, sickles, and arrowheads. Okay, etc. and other also. Now, if you want to know the meaning of these, what was a scraper, a borer, sickles, or arrowhead, just turn the page and go to the quickies. Okay, over here you will see scraper, a tool used for removing unwanted matter. Okay, like for removing soil. Borer, a tool for making a hole. Sickle, a short-handled farming tool with a semicircular blade. Okay, this is roughly you can call it like this with a handle. Okay, a rough figure I am making. Okay, this was a sickle. This was the handle. This was the handle, and this was used for cutting. Okay, this was sickle. Arrowhead, you know, the pointed end of an arrow. Nowadays, most of you are seeing Ramayana and Mahabharat serial. So in this, plenty of bow and arrow is used. Okay, so arrowhead. So did you understand? Scrappers, borers, sickles, and arrowheads, etc. Then Mesolithic tools have been discovered in India from various sites of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Orissa, Kerala, and Andhra Pradesh. So from these many states, plenty of Mesolithic tools, microlithic tools have been discovered. Okay, now we go to shelter. Shelter means where they used to live. The Mesolithic humans still lived in caves and rock shelters. Okay, so they used to hide themselves from wild animals or to protect themselves from the harsh climate during the winter, especially. They used to live in caves and rock shelters. They occasionally made simple houses in areas of longer stay. Longer stay means earlier I have said here that partial beginning of a settled life. Okay, They were staying in one place for a couple of a week or month or so. So for staying at a place for a longer duration of period time, they made simple house in areas of longer stay. So this is about shelter. So with this Mesolithic part we have completed, and I have not yet prepared, but in my next video I will give you some inside questions from here also, so that you can write. Then I will start today. Neolithic age. Okay, so Neolithic age time period, you can see 8000 BC till 4000 BC. That means this period existed for how many years? 4000 years. Yes, this period lasted for 4000 years. So this Neolithic is also a Greek word, and it consists of two words, neo and lithic. Neo means new and lithic means stone. You can see new stone age. The term Neolithic is derived from two Greek words, neo meaning new and lithos meaning stone. It is also called the New Stone Age. In the Neolithic period, farm animals were first domesticated and agriculture was introduced. So this is the two important uh, features or characteristics of Neolithic age. First was that farm animals. Farm animal means cattle. Okay, like cow, buffalo, goat, sheep. Okay, so they are called farm animals which you keep in your farm, were first domesticated. Dog, already we had seen dog was domesticated. Then these milch cattle, we call it milch cattle, we get milk from it. So farm animals, and agriculture was introduced, because now for these farm animals they always looked for fertile land. Fertile land means where plenty of grass or small plant grow, because that was the food of these animals, fodder for these cattle. So they used to look for such area. So such lands are fertile land. So automatically when they started living in such area which was very fertile, land was fertile, water was available, because for animal also they needed water. So when this too was, land was fertile and water was available, so in such area agriculture can be done. So agriculture was introduced. It was one of the most important ages of human development, when primitive men transformed from a hunter gatherer to a producer of food and rearer of animals. So this was the time when human being uh, got converted, changed, transformed. Earlier they were hunter and gatherer. They used to roam. They were pastoral. They were nomadic. Okay, but now when agriculture was introduced, they became producer of food. Now they were growing their own food, and they were keeping their own cattle. So they became shepherd at the same time, uh, the rearer of animals. Then, with the beginning of agriculture, early humans began to lead a settled life. Now, since they were now doing agriculture, for doing agriculture, you need to stay in that place for a long period. Like, first, you have to clear the land, you have to plow the field, then you have to sow the seed, you have to take care of that plant which starts growing. Then, when the crop is ready to be harvested, you have to cut. So it is a long process. So when you stay in one place for a longer duration, for a long period of time, then you start living a settled life. Then in India, the Neolithic sites have been found in Burjaham in Jammu and Kashmir, Piklihal in and Maske in Karnataka, and Chiran in Bihar. Okay, so these are the Neolithic sites. So in this, you make questions from your own. Okay, these three sites, and write in your copy. In my next video, then I will discuss social structure, domestication of animal, and discovery of whales. Okay, so till then, you read the chapter, write inside questions, and wait for my next video. Okay, thank you.